Hello folks, John Oakes here with Hankster's Hot Rods here in our Homer City, Pennsylvania showroom. And today we're going to go over, of course, our newest addition to our inventory, and that being this vehicle beside me, a 1967 Chevrolet Camaro. Now I'll just give you kind of a brief overview of what the car exactly is, and then of course we're going to do our walk around of it. But again, obviously you can see here it is a 67 Camaro triple black, so that means it's going to be the black exterior paint, it's going to be the black vinyl roof on the car, and it's going to be black interior also, so triple black. And as far as the driveline, that'll be the last thing that I just kind of give you a brief overview of. We do in fact have a 396 cubic inch big block Chevrolet motor. It is not, however, a numbers match motor, of course. It is a turbo 350 automatic transmission, and then to finish off the driveline, it is a GM 10 bolt rear end 373 gear, and it is a POSI unit in there. So that's our brief overview. So now we'll do our walk around and kind of point out to you everything that we see here on the exterior as well as interior, under the hood, and in the trunk. So like I said, triple black. You do have the white nose stripe or the bumblebee stripe here on the front end. And of course you've got, as far as your bright work and badging and so forth, we'll go over all of that. We do have the SS badges here on the front of the front fender, and then on the rear of the front fender we do have the Camaro badging with the cross flags emblems here, the 396 turbojet as well. This particular car does in fact have the bright wheel lip moldings here, and those are all in great shape. No dents or dings, nice and straight, good and polished up, and again all attached, good and solid on the car. You'll see the rocker molding down below here also. That is nice and straight as well, looks good. And then of course, like I said, the matching wheel lip moldings for the back. Now as far as wheels and tires on this car, they kept it with the stock or OE look here. You've got the 15-inch factory rally wheels. These are the steel wheels, the silver painted insides on them, and then of course you do have the bright trim moldings, beauty rings, and the center caps. As far as the tires go, they have the Hercules HP 4000 tires on all four corners, so the tread is all the same all the way around, and it is great condition too. Size is a 215/70 R15 up front and a 275/60 R15 out on the back. Now, as we do with all of our cars, we go over the gaps, the elevations, and so forth, all the panel fitment on the car. So of course you'll see our gaps here, the front side of the door as well as the back side, very, very uniform here, front to back. As far as elevations go, dead on with the front fender and the rear quarter panel in relationship to the door. All your body lines all match up too on the doors, fenders, and quarters. Of course, we've got the mirrors on both sides, driver side, passenger side, chrome round mirrors here. The chrome is in great shape, glass is in great shape on those as well. As far as the rest of the glass on the car, well, as far as our driver's side goes anyways, your wing window, your actual door glass, and your quarter window here are all in great shape. There's no chips, cracks, or scratches to go over there. Those are in great condition. All of your bright work or your trim around the windows, so around your wing window here, around your quarter window, and then all of your drip rail moldings here, those are all in great shape, as you can see, nice and straight, polished up really well, no pitting there either. Now the other thing we like to do here is I'll feel through this rain gutter here, the drip rail area, make sure that that's good and smooth, and in fact it is all the way around that window. And then the other thing on the vinyl top cars, I always like to kind of check and make sure all the way around the bottom here, nice and smooth, because again, you'll have issues sometimes here on these cars here where you get some rust bubbles and so forth. nice and smooth all the way around on this car. So this is going to be in excellent condition underneath this top. The top itself is in great shape too, so all your seams, all your stitching and so forth, all in great condition. No rips, no tears, no bad spots whatsoever. The top is in incredible shape. As far as the rest of the door, just the door handle itself, the chrome finish, no pitting there either. Looks good. We'll open our door up, take a look at the interior now. So as I said, you've also got the black interior, black bucket seats up front. You've got the bench in the back, seat belts, all four. You got your driver's side, passenger side, and the two rear seat belts. You're going to have all of the factory OE style gauges in your dash, as well as the gauges down there at your center console also. And you'll notice it is a full-length center console with the automatic floor shifter. If you look up slightly from there, you're going to see the radio that's in the car. That is in fact a custom Autosound radio, so there was no modifications needed to put that in the dash. It fits right in the stock location. It does have the factory or OE style AC controls and levers, but it does in fact have aftermarket air conditioning. Of course, you see it's got the 3-bar SS steering wheel in there as well. No rips, tears, or fading in the carpeting. Door panels, same thing. All of your door panels are in great shape. The armrest pads are in incredible condition too, not showing any signs of wear and tear on there. Your door threshold plates are in great shape. And finally, all of your seals and your weather stripping all the way around are good condition. No rips or tears anywhere, no splits or cracks. They're all anchored very securely. You even have your weather stripping on your door. Again, no rips or tears anywhere there. The rubber bump stops. Got your little GM decal there in the door as well. So we'll close this up and we'll continue our way around. Now again, if we look down the side of this car, you're going to see that it is nice and laser straight the whole way from back to front and front to back. Again, just in excellent condition. We get to the back of the car now, so we'll start kind of up top here, the rear glass. Again, no chips, cracks, or scratches in the rear glass. Your bright molding all the way around here is in great condition, all attached, good and solid as it should be. As I look down in through here, I can tell you it does have a set of 6x9 speakers in the rear package tray, and that is all in good condition too. Again, I mentioned that vinyl top, again, all the way around, not just around these bottom edges on the sail panels, but the whole way around, super smooth the whole way around. The trunk lid itself, that's it has been adjusted and looks very good. So your gaps all the way around there is in excellent condition. They're very uniform all the way around. Of course, you see the rear trunk spoiler here as well. That's in great shape. Our taillight lenses and bezels are in good shape. Again, the bezels, no pitting there. The lenses themselves look to be in good shape. There is one little crack over here on the driver's side, like a split. It's not broke or anything, just a little hairline crack there. The other side is in great condition there. We do have the SS gas door, the cover here. That's in excellent condition, as you can see. And then as far as your rear bumper here, the chrome on that is in excellent shape. There's no pitting, no scratches there. And of course, you've got the bumperettes back here on the rear bumper. You also have the matching ones on the front end too there to complete the whole look. Down below are rear lower valance, again in great shape. Now the exhaust on this car, you don't necessarily see it too much from the back end. It does poke through right between the rear leaf springs and the quarter panel there. So when we go underneath the car, you'll actually see that a lot better. Now we're going to go ahead and open our trunk up, and we'll get the key in the right way. So there, the key does in fact work the lock. Our trunk lid opens up nice and smoothly. The hinges, the spring, all functioning as they should with it holding itself up. The underside of the trunk done in that same black as the exterior of the car. You've got the little rubber bump stops on both corners, and then you've got your weather stripping, your trunk seal all the way around. No rips or tears here. It meets together in the center, and then your water channels, your rain gutters here, those are all good and solid. So again, any water you get back here, it's going to direct it out the back of the car and not let it go inside the trunk. As far as inside the trunk, we've got a very nice trunk mat in here. We've got a full set of floor mats in here also that go along with the car. The trunk is good and solid also. Again, these can sometimes be a pain to lift up and get put back down. But everything's in great shape here. And again, we'll see that from the underside as well. You will see that it's good and solid there too. So that's it for the trunk. We'll close that up. Again, that shuts good, and then we'll continue around now the passenger side. Again, looking down the side of the car, laser straight down the side. Again, black is a very hard color to really hide anything on. So again, you're going to see that it is nice and super straight here. Again, we've already been over all of our bright work. You'll just kind of notice it as we walk around. Everything is in good condition here, nice and straight, polished up, and all attached good and solid as it should be. Again, over on this side of the car now, as we feel around the bottom, nice and smooth, up through our rain gutter here, nice and smooth around that rain gutter. As you can see, the bright work here, nice and polished up there, no dents or dings, good and straight, attached good and secure. All of your glass here also in the passenger side, same thing, no chips, cracks, or scratches here. You'll see the gaps on your door here on the back side, as well as up here at the front. Again, very uniform. Panel fitment is really, really good on this car. And again, all of your body lines all matching up here on this vehicle. Again, you've got that matching mirror to the driver's side just over here now. Again, the glass is in great shape. The chrome is in great shape. The door handle, same thing. No pitting, no scratching there. So we'll go ahead and open this up. That way you get to see it from both sides now. Again, the upholstery, the seat covers and so forth, no rips or tears in the seat covers. They all look good. Again, you're going to be good and safe in this car. It does, in fact, have all of the seat belts. Carpeting all the way throughout is in great shape with no rips, tears, or fading. Like I said, it's got all the factory gauges, got your radio in there, got the factory style AC levers in there to control everything with. Now, one other thing too, aside from all of our seals, even on this side being all in great shape, all of our door weather stripping is in great condition, rubber bump stops here too, door panels in great shape. So aside from all of this, the one thing you will notice is you will not see an external antenna on the car. That is because with those radios, they come with an antenna and they just put them right kind of up in on the dash there to keep them, from, kind of upsetting the exterior look of the car, giving it a nice smooth look as far as the exterior goes. Now we also have all of the matching emblems to the other side, the Camaro, the cross flag emblems, and the SS emblems here up on the front. As we come around the front side now, you'll see that this is your typical 67 Camaro front end, front grille assembly and so forth. You do in fact have the SS 396 badging here right in the middle of the grille. The grille itself is in excellent condition. No pieces broke out of it. All good and solid. Again, your front bumper here, the chrome is in great shape. You've got those matching bumperettes just like was on the back. And then down below, you do have that front chin spoiler or the front air dam underneath there, which is in great shape too. No cracks or anything there. It looks really good. Again, you've got that white Bumblebee nose stripe stripe here that's in great shape, looks good on the car. The Chevrolet Camaro up here on the header panel. And then of course you've got the 2-inch steel cowl induction hood. Again, fitment on that is really good. Again, your gaps all the way around look pretty uniform as that goes. Like I said, it is a 2-inch steel cowl. Your windshield is in great shape with no chips or cracks in there. All of your bright work all the way around is in good condition, polished up nicely, no dents or dings, all attached good and secure. And again, you've got a nice set of wiper arms and wiper blades on the car. Now we'll go ahead now, come up to the front, and we're going to go over the motor. And like I said, we've kind of already been through the drive line, but we'll rehash that here in just a moment. So again, the hood latch itself does function. The hood hinges and springs all functioning as they should. Underside of the hood, all done black here, as well as the engine compartment itself, as it should be. And then we get to the engine. So in fact, that is in fact what the engine is. It is a 396 cubic inch big block Chevy motor. Non-numbers match though, but again, you've got the big block power and torque sitting right there underneath the hood. Nice chrome air cleaner, as you can see there on the top. Underneath that, you do have a, I believe it's a Proform, I think, 750 CFM carburetor, 4-barrel with electric choke, and it's just it's a Holley-based carburetor there. But you do have the fuel gauge out here under the hood, as well as the inline fuel filter there to, so that you're able to monitor things when you're underneath the hood here too. Of course, you've got the Edelbrock Performer aluminum intake. Nice set of valve covers here, along with the fin Edelbrock breathers there. As far as the ignition system go on this car, it is in fact an HEI distributor, along with the Accel super coil. So that's going to deliver a much better spark, a more efficient spark, especially whenever you utilize the Taylor Spyro Pro plug wires. These are an 8mm plug wire, very good name brand plug wire. You're not going to have any issues with those. Exhaust on this car, it breathes through a set of 2-inch long tube headers, full 2.5-inch exhaust, all the way back into a set of Xlerator turbo style mufflers. And like I said, we do have the tailpipes that exit out between the leaf spring and the rear quarter panel. We do have, like I had mentioned before, you've got the aftermarket AC. So here's your compressor over here for that. All of your AC lines and heater lines and so forth all run nice and neat, leak free everywhere underneath the hood here. As you can see, everything is nice and dry. Stock style radiator here. All your radiator hoses are good and dry at both ends. Hose clamps everywhere are in great condition. It is power steering, and it is also power brakes. New disc brake kit for the front. That is the right stuff brake proportioning valve also. So everything's going to function very well as far as your brakes go. Power steering, like I said, it does have an aftermarket fuel pump down there, mechanical fuel pump. And as far as the radiator goes and the rest of the cooling on this car, it does have a steel fan blade with clutch fan as far as the puller fan goes, and they have actually added to it an electric pusher fan to the front side also, just to make sure everything stays nice and cool with that big block Chevy engine. Now behind this motor, we have that turbo 350 automatic transmission, so you don't have to worry about shifting gears or anything with this car. And then, like I said, with the rear end, it's a 373 gear POSI unit with that 10-bolt GM rear end. So that's pretty much completes our walk around with this car. Now, depending on where you're viewing the video from, if you're not on our website, I would recommend that you definitely go there. It's www.hanksters.com. If you go there, you're going to see upwards of 100 photos of this car all the way around, inside, outside, and underneath it. We're also doing that engine run video for you within this video too here in just a few minutes. You're also going to see our retail pricing there. That's going to include shipping, enclosed shipping to anywhere within the 48 contiguous states. Also, it includes our Hanksters 3-month, 3,000-mile powertrain warranty. If you would ever need to ask any questions about that, just obviously give us a call and we'll be more than happy to go over how the warranty does in fact work for you. With that said, we're pretty much done. Again, if there's anything that you're needing to ask, if we didn't go over it, again, reach out to us by phone, email, or text. Ask us whatever it is you want to ask us, and we'll be more than happy to help you out there and answer whatever those questions may be. Anything at all parts-wise, accessories that you may want to add, which on this car I can't really see what it would be, other than if somebody wanted to go new wheels and so forth, you could do that. But this pretty much has everything. It's got the AC, it's got the power disc brakes. You should be in good shape with this car. With that said, give us a moment. We're going to close everything up here, get this on our lift so I can go through the underside with you, and then we'll fire that motor up so you get to hear exactly what it sounds like. All right, so here we are. We've got our 1967 Chevrolet Camaro here up on the lift. We're going to go through this as we always do here and tell you exactly what all we see under here, and it's mainly all the condition of everything. We've already gone over a majority of the stuff here as far as all the driveline and stuff like that with our external video. So this is just to kind of go over the conditioning and the parts and components we can see underneath here. So starting up front, of course, we have that front air dam here. Again, that looks to be all new here. There's no cracks whatsoever. It's in great shape. It's got all the correct supporting brackets, and all of the bolts and fasteners are in there nice and secure. We come back a little further and we see our radiator underneath here. What I'm looking at is checking for leaks, drips, anything like that. And the bottom of that is nice and dry, including the hoses, hose clamps, everything like that, all snugged up very well. Even the transmission cooler lines up here, nice and dry as far as what we can see right now. Work our way back here a little bit. The first thing we are going to come across is the front cross member and then the rest of the front suspension. So the front cross member is in good condition, good and straight underneath here. And then the suspension, all of your control arms, your upper A arms, lower control arms, those are all factory OE style stamped steel components. Ball joints and everything in those all look to be in really good condition. Everything's been maintained underneath here really nice. Your shock absorbers, springs, all in great shape. All your mounting hardware, all in good condition. Bushings on the shock, eyelets, and so forth, all in great shape too. This car does have a 1-inch sway bar on the front. So your sway bar bushings at the frame, as well as back here at your lower control arms, the sway bar end links, those are all in great shape. There's no cracks or splits in any of those bushings. Steering, this is a power steering car, and we always check out the drag length, pitman arm, your tie rods and tie rod ends, all of which are in great shape. The tie rod ends themselves, looks like some of those are all new too. We've got the rubber dust boot covers here all intact. That's going to keep your grease in, keep dirt and debris out. Those are all in great condition. As far as the braking system on this car, it is power brakes. It's disc up front, drums on the rear. And by the way, the disc brake kit that's on the front of this, all brand new. So your pads, your rotors, your calipers, all of that is all new stuff up front here and in great working order. All your hardware and everything, all brand new as far as that disc brake kit goes. And then to finish out at the ends here, wheels and tires. We've got the 15-inch rally wheels, the GM rallies, and those are the like the silver painted wheels with the beauty rings and the center caps there. And then as far as the tires go, these are Hercules Hercules name brand tires, and on the front we've got two 1570 R15s, and again the tread's in great shape on these tires. Move in a little bit towards the center here, and now we'll go over the drive line, at least what we're standing under anyways. So again, we've already been over the fact that this is a 396 cubic inch big block Chevy, obviously not the original numbers match motor for this car. But our oil pan, the gaskets and seals on this are all nice and dry all the way around. Same thing with that drain bolt. There's no leaks or drips whatsoever coming from there, or even around the oil filter down here. Right behind that, we've got our turbo 350 automatic transmission here. You've got this finned tranny pan underneath here, and that is nice and dry all the way around, even at your drain bolt. Of course, you've got your cover here. That kind of keeps your dirt and debris out from the flywheel there. And then back here, your transmission cross member. Good and straight all the way across here. The actual tail shaft mount itself is in great condition. The transmission, all dry, even back here at the output shaft seal where your slip yoke slides into that, nice and dry. Exhaust, before we get too far back here, we've got a set of 2-inch long tube headers here. They are mated up to a 2.5-inch full dual exhaust. We have the Xlerator turbo style mufflers back there, and of course tailpipes up over top of the rear end, and then exiting out the rear of the car, right between the leaf spring and the rear quarter panel on each side. As far as our frame and floors go on this car, those look to be in great condition too. The floors, I don't see any patching here. Those look good, and you can see it's all the correct metal too. You can see all of your stamping lines and so forth here, your drain plugs and so forth, all intact. The front subframe, nice and straight all the way back too. Your body mount bolts and bushings are all in great shape too. As far as pinch welds and your rockers on the car, pinch welds are good and straight down both sides, and your rockers are good and solid on both sides too. Of course, we've got our drive shaft here. That is a balanced drive shaft, weighted so that it helps eliminate any kind of driveline vibration that you may experience. And then as far as finishing up the driveline on the car, we do have the GM 10-bolt rear. This is a POSI unit with a 373 gear in that. And again, the front snout, that's all good and dry. Universals have all been checked on the car, and they are all in good operating condition. As far as the rest of the braking system, well, of course you can see you've got all your cables and correct frame hooks and so forth, all the way from front to back for your emergency brake, and it is functional. Of course, we've got drum brakes out here on the rear of the car, and then as far as your suspension back here, you see we have the monoleaf rear suspension on this particular Camaro. The shocks on this car, front and rear, are the KYB gas adjust shocks, and those are again all in great condition on this car. They look fairly new too, by the way. So again, your bushings, all your hardware and stuff is all like new condition underneath here. As far as wheels and tires back here, well, we've got the same wheel, 15-inch rally wheel here, the silver painted with the beauty rings and the center caps. And then the tire, again, the same brand tire, same tread pattern, everything, the Hercules tire. But on the back now, we do have a 275. Let me find the correct numbers here for you. We've got a 275/60 R15 on the rear tires, and again, the tread's in great shape on that. As we come around and circle around here so that we can see the back side of the rear end here, the differential, again, you see that 10-bolt cover here. That is nice and dry. All your brake lines and so forth are routed nice and neat here, and super dry also all the way back through the car. As I mentioned, it does have the tailpipes here up over top of the rear housing on both sides, and of course they do exit out here right between your monoleaf and your rear quarter panel. The fuel tank itself is in great condition too, as you can see underneath here. Straps and mounting hardware all good and solid. Fuel lines nice and dry all the way back through the car as well. And that's essentially everything for underneath this vehicle. Again, trunk pan itself is good and solid also, no patching there. Just all around great condition on this 67 big block Camaro here. So what we'll do to finish up here is we'll get this off of our lift. We'll go ahead underneath the hood so that we can fire that big block motor up with this dual exhaust here and let you hear exactly what this engine sounds like.